Is WeAre8 really a way to earn 20 pence per ad you watch, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael, and many viewers have asked me about this platform because it sounds like a great way to earn some easy money and potentially do good in the world at the same time. So I decided to download the app and test it for myself, and in this WeAre8 review I will give you an inside look and show both the pros and the cons so you know exactly what to expect before you decide if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join WeAre8, because it is an app, it's a social media app, and you can download it through the App Store or through Google Play, as you can see on the website. And theoretically you can join it from a lot of different countries, but there are currently, as of recording this video anyways, some limitations when it comes to certain countries. I will go over that once we are inside, because then you can see some of the limitations that are there sometimes. And what is WeAre8 then? Well, as you can see, the idea behind it is, I think that's something we can more or less all appreciate, but it is to unite, to change the world. And they say that the world is at imbalance and technology has turned people into products to a certain degree. I can agree about certain aspects of that. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And you see that then they are trying to create a social app that is free from hate and recognizes your power to change the world. That definitely sounds great. And then that you can get paid every time you watch an ad. And that's where this earning by watching ad comes in. And I will show you more about that inside. So all this sounds great. And also if you look, they have some people that have invested in it, like Channel 4, UK TV, Rio Ferdinand, and people like this have invested in it. So there's a lot of people that believe in it. But I have also learned from experience after having been online and working online for quite a few years that just because the sales pitch sounds good and things like that, it might not be a good option anyways for you. And therefore I decided to then download it and do some more research. So let's start by going over how it looks inside it and how you can earn by watching ads before we'll talk about some of these other aspects also. So I have now pulled WeAre8 up on the screen, and it is a social media app, as I already mentioned. And then at the top you see there's like two options. There's the 8 states and then the wallet, and it's quite easy to use. You see, it's kind of like a social feed where there are some different posts that you can interact with and you can connect with people. And you can also apply inside. If you go to the settings, if you see there's a small settings sign up there, you can go there and then you can apply to actually become a creator. So you need to apply to become that, but then you can interact here, and then once in a while you will get a notification when there is a paid ad, because there's not ads everywhere. It's only once in a while, because that of course depends how many ads there are, and then you will get paid for that. And it can be a notification via the app or via email. So then you have to come here, watch it, and you will earn usually around 20 pence per ad. It can sometimes be a little bit less. That depends on the ad. So the earning aspect of it is definitely nice compared to many other ways to earn by watching ads, and you do get paid quite a lot per ad. And every time you earn, there is actually also a donation made to a charity. So that's of course also a great aspect of it, in my opinion. But let's talk a little bit more about this, how you can get paid and how much can you then overall earn by doing this. So I now jump to the wallet, and as you can see right now there are no paid ads offered in my country, and that's one limitation you need to be aware of. You can get involved from many different countries and you can start using it, connecting with people, and what they say in the FAQ section is then to help actually build the awareness of it and that way help to change the world. But of course that's like big words, but that's the idea behind it anyways. But there's not that much activity yet, but that might change as far as I've been able to find out. Currently, that's what they say on the website as of recording this video. The paid ads are only available in the UK. You can join from many other countries. You can get involved. You can invite other people also to start building and help build awareness of it. And I will also leave a link to it below so you can join and see for yourself is the right option for you or not. But right now, as of recording this video, the paid ads are only available in the UK. They do say that they are working on making it available in other countries. when that happens and which countries that will be, I cannot say. Of course, I hope it will be soon and that it will be available in many more countries. It does seem like they have a lot of people working seriously on it, so we can hope that it will happen soon. And even if you live in the UK, currently you do need to do it with the right expectations, because you have to be lucky to get one notification every few days or so. I have heard that the goal is to eventually maybe make it possible for you to get like 10 ads, paid ads or so per day, but of course that takes time because they do need to have advertisers involved that are willing to pay this much for views and also donate to charities and all that. So that will take time to build up, but of course, once that happens, then it would be a great way to earn a little bit of extra. But currently, you do need to do it with the right expectations and be aware that it does take patience, especially if you do not live in the UK, because then you don't know when the paid ads will actually start in your country. But let's also talk about the payout options, because that is, of course, also important to understand. So inside the settings, you can see that you can get paid via PayPal, which is of course great. It's one of the most convenient ways to get paid in cash when you use online rewards apps, in my opinion. And it's only around like £1 you need to earn to get paid. So it's a very low payout threshold, which is definitely something I also do like. However, you do need to be aware that after you have watched one of these paid ads or brand videos as they call it, it can take up to 30 days before it will actually be credited into your account. So it's not that you will see it into your account right away. And that's an extremely long wait. I'm not sure why they do this, because like most other reward apps or so, they will make it available more or less as soon as you have earned. And I think that's something that I definitely hope they will improve. I understand that if they want to make sure to, because they do pay quite a lot per ad, so if they want to make sure that people just stay a little bit longer and there's a little bit of a wait, then I could accept that. But 30 days, that's just like really long for me. But once you then waited that and you start getting the earnings, then you will get them like regularly, of course. And then also it usually takes only about like 3 to 5 days to actually cash out once you have requested a payout. But let's just also talk a little bit about the overall idea about what it actually offers and if it is worth it, because I have some thoughts about this that I would like to share that I have not really heard other people mention when we are talking about WeAre8. So I'll just close down the app and then we can talk about that. So I do think the idea behind WeAre8 is great. I do think that they have a point in sometimes there are definitely unfairness and how people are treated as products and things like that. I think they have some important points, and the idea behind it definitely would be great to create a social app if they can actually make this work. However, my personal opinion is also that maybe currently, anyways, from what I have seen, it is oversold a little bit, because how I see it is that of course there are advertisers and things like this that take advantage of people, and I do like that WeAre8 are also this like kind of making deals with companies that are running paid ads that they also donate to charities at the same time. Definitely something I think is really, really great and a good way to push advertisers towards thinking about that. And there are definitely some advertisers and companies that take advantage of all this online today, definitely, no doubt, and I think that is great to be aware of that. However, I also don't think that ads are always something really, really bad. And sometimes I think that platforms that try to do things like this, or people that talk about it, they just like, oh, I hate all ads. But sometimes I think that we forget that ads are not all bad. Sometimes I've been made aware of projects that I actually really needed because I saw ads for it. Of course, sometimes I've also been told things that I need, that I think I need, that I don't. I'm completely aware of all that. But I'm just saying it's not all bad. And also because we also have to be realistic, that you're watching YouTube now. If there were no advertisers on YouTube, there would be a tiny amount of creators. All your favorite creators would not be able to put in that much time to create content. I know how much time it takes to run a YouTube channel, reply to all comments, get the videos edited, record them, plan them, all this. And if I could not earn anything, which a big part of it is because of advertisers, I could not produce it. It's the same with many other YouTubers that you probably like watching. And that's an important thing to remember, that we get a lot of free content because there are advertisers willing to pay. And that's also the same with TV shows or radio shows. If there was no advertisers, we would have to pay a lot to be able to watch anything, because if not, people just could not afford to put in the time and effort and money to create things. And that's one aspect that I think people often forget when we talk about ads. Ads are just always bad sometimes when people talk about it, and it can be annoying. There are companies that take advantage of things. Sometimes we are manipulated. All that I completely agree with, and there are some things that should definitely be looked into. But I also think that we have to be realistic and say, like, without ads, because there can be some good things that I've been made aware of because of ads, and without that, we would not get access to all the great free content we have available. That's also just the reality we have to be aware of. So that's kind of like a little side note. That's not just about WeAre8. That's just some thoughts I have about that, because I do appreciate the idea behind WeAre8 and creating a social app without hate, and that they donate to charity, and you can also donate your earnings to charity if you want instead of PayPal. All that I do think sounds great. You know, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. I just have all these thoughts also about it. But if you want to check it out yourself, I will leave a link below so you can check it out. Just remember that you do need to do it with the right expectations. You can get involved now, more or less, no matter what country you live in. You just need to be aware that when it will start being available to earn in some countries, then I don't know. But if you're only doing it for the earnings, I would say then there are other more effective reward apps you can earn from. I'm leaving in the top corners. You can check that out, and also below. And I would say you should focus on those if the earning aspect is all you're after. If you also think the idea behind it is great, then you can get involved and help to build it that way. But that's my personal opinion anyways. If you have any opinions about it yourself, or any experiences with it, any questions, just please feel free to comment below. It would be great to hear from you there. I always personally reply to all comments there. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I see a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make some extra money on the side online.